You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 530, recorded February 2025, posted December 2025. The most beautiful owl in the room at the moment.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a dungeon master. I use he, him pronouns. And today we're continuing one of our Candlekeep mysteries. That's right, the mysterious case of Wisteria Vale. Let's join our players, find out what characters they're bringing to the mix, and then I'll tell you about what's going on. First up, James Thompson.
Hello, I am playing Nyasa Nightweaver, she, her, a high elf rogue who might have a side career in ornithology.
Next up, it's Tiff Armit.
Hey, playing Poorly Quartz, the rock gnome druid, riding the owl bony.
Is that euphemism?
No, it is not.
Also joining us, it's Monty Ashley.
That's me. I'm playing Cyril, the Turtle Wizard. Both of us are he, him.
Next up, it's Micah Sargent.
Hello, I'm Micah Sargent, he, him, playing Ajguri Lone Walker Mako Tatahani, the Goliath Paladin, he, him. Ajguri Lone Walker Mako Tatahani goes by Lone Walker, is what I was trying to say there at the end.
And then
I
you did.
Yay.
And last, certainly not least, it's Aline Sims. Hi, Aline.
Hello. Now, people listening can't see it, but I wore my party glasses today because they're glitter.
Oh.
So I expect this to be like
Party
time today. Yep. I'm playing Jasper, the Tabaxi monk, and we both use she, her pronouns.
All right, what are we up to? Well, guess what? It's a Candlekeep mystery, and you know what that usually means? They're inside a book. But guess what? Twist! They're inside a painting inside a book right now. Our adventurers have journeyed to the kind of simulation demiplane inside the titular Curious Case of Wisteria Vale book. They've gone here to try and help out a bard named Errant Quill, who was placed in this book for protection by an organization known as the Harpers. So far, they have not been able to locate him inside this kind of simulation of his childhood town that the Harpers created for him. But they've now found themselves trapped inside some paintings inside that simulation. So that's going great. Currently, you are riding on basically a fleet of magic owls as summoned by Nyasa, and you have spotted a kind of a scene with a kind of majestic banquet that has been set just like kind of in a field in the middle of nowhere, and next to that banquet there is a small kind of shiny white structure. But I imagine that the owls have swooped down and you have landed kind of next to this banquet table.
I will say the owls are only good for 58 minutes. So.
Yeah, they've got like a meter that's running on them.
They get reclaimed at that point.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. So give me a quick perception check. Somebody.
Okay.
Somebody, anybody.
Somebody besides me, probably, because I rolled a 8.
I rolled a 17.
16.
All right. 16 and 17. Paulie and Nyasa, you're both looking around, and you notice there's this kind of strange little white structure that's built kind of just like a short walk from where this banquet table is set up. And it's a very strange little structure because it's kind of looks kind of like the house that you walked into, the manor house at the top of the hill on the edge of Wisteria Vale, except it's like scaled down, but then there's still like a full-size door. So it's like a shack-sized structure pretending to be an ornate 3-story manor house. It's like, I imagine it's a little bit like the toy castle that like in a children's playground or something like that, where it looks like something that it's not. The scale and proportions are not quite right on it. But also, banquet table full of all kinds of fancy dishes. Looks like it's a nice... Do they describe how long the banquet table is? They do. It's 15 feet long, covered with prepared dishes that look and smell delectable.
They look delectable, so they don't look pixelated and weird?
I mean, They may look pixelated and weird, but they still look delectable. Things can be pixelated and weird and delectable.
Big Ziti's Big Ziti.
Guys, we should not eat anything.
No.
I was just thinking I
I
should
was like-
feed all the owls.
Polly had like something like ready to eat, like
Yeah, looking
And
through
then
the
you hear
stuff, Paulie, you see candied yams, you see stuffed peppers, you see
Oh.
frog
Ooh,
legs.
I love a stuffed
There's
pepper,
some kind
though.
of like
they got sausage and peppers.
eggs. There's like
There's
sliders,
just some eggs over here.
and there's
These are
some
turtle eggs, the monsters.
There's some kind of kebabs.
Oh,
I think the not eating anything is probably a wise.
Maybe we should feed one of the owls, though,
I want to eat it.
just to see if it does anything.
Well, yeah, it might
that
do
ethical?
something.
Yeah.
We've already determined they're expendable owls.
Yeah, that didn't really answer my question, but you know,
I mean,
Yeah.
I think the only
One of
problem
these
This
is
classic
isn't Lone
lines
Walker,
from
by the
last
way. This is
episode.
not Lone Walker.
Yeah.
This is table talk because Lone Walker would not be on.
classic James lines from last episode: chaff owls. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I think the problem is if by eating the food we summon a giant beholder, then that would be a bad use of an owl.
Oh no, then we could just kill the beholder and be done. That would be great. My concern is that we, like we're in some kind of fairyland equivalent. If we eat this stuff, we're going to be here for 100 years or something.
Well,
I don't
the
wanna be
owls are only
pixelated
going to
for
live
100
for
years.
58 minutes, so
Are there any little signs on it that say "Eat me, drink me"?
Yeah.
Oh, good question.
No, there are no. This banquet is signage free.
No placemats, or not placemats, but what are those called?
the little name cards.
You said
Name
here,
cards,
name
yeah.
card thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's it is set to seat quite a large number of people, but it looks like people could pick their own seats.
Why
Is there
don't
an
we all-
instruction manual on how to solve this puzzle? I just am feeling.
There
Why
does
don't we
not
all
seem to be an instruction manual.
We stand
I,
behind the house and send one owl out the front.
Why?
I think an owl should eat some of the food. I do.
Yeah.
Why?
I do too. I do too.
Why?
Because I think that it's going to trigger whatever is going to happen next.
We could knock on the front door of the little shack.
Yeah, my thinking is
How
that
far away is the shack?
we're
from
looking
the
for
table?
somebody and this person isn't at the
Like,
table,
I'm
so
not
we
gonna
can maybe
lie.
walk
I
past
missed
this.
the shack. I did not hear that in the description as I was reading something else. So I'm down for the shack
That
idea.
could be part of the puzzle, the house with the door thing.
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. So
I was also
cool.
distracted during the shack description.
Thank you.
Okay.
I've
he's
not been
very, very
adequately
large.
shack attacked.
Oh dear.
Yeah,
Let's try that first.
stuffed peppers, frog legs, eggs.
I was very concerned with the
burgers,
spread,
kebabs.
Tony.
Polly, perhaps you should knock on that door there.
You
what
got
do
it.
you think?
Paula, you head over to the shack. Again, it's very strange. There's just like a door that's basically the height of the structure, but then there's like windows and ornamentation that is like scaled down to be much smaller. And you knock on the door. No sound or movement from inside the shack.
Somebody could be asleep. Shack could be asleep in there.
Mhm.
Wait, you said it was small though.
I was going to say
Tiny shack.
I would be
So
very
comically-
uncomfortable for Shaquille O'Neal to sleep inside this shack. Like
It's his
he,
internal
Is it
punishment.
a Shaquille O'Neal? Is he like a type of
Is that like a
being in this
Medusa?
world?
I just
Yeah,
like
it's
so
the
just
Medusa
to,
and the
just to
Shaquille
paint
O'Neal.
a picture of the dimensions of the shack. It's definitely not big enough that Shaquille O'Neal could lie down in it. I think
Okay.
it is and it would be. I think he would be hunched if he was inside this shack.
So Lone
So it's
Walker
really-
would also not.
It's
do
really
well.
not
you have
ergonomical
summoned a
for him.
miniature Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, he would need to be scaled down in order to be able to be comfortable in this.
Lone
shack.
Walker walks up and leans over the top of the shack, I guess, and
Yep.
kind of listens.
You put your ear on the shack.
Yeah, and I say, Polly, would you mind helping me listen closely so that I can roll again?
Yeah,
Because
sure, I
a
got this.
9.
Okay.
Okay, great.
So we're
A
rolling to listen.
20!
All right.
We both listen.
You listen. It is silent inside the shack.
Of course it is.
Yeah, but you feel confident in how silent it is.
Okay, Nyasa walks over and tries the door handle.
Of the door handle. Okay.
Tony
door-
sounded shocked.
What?
Oh, the door handle?
Oh my god, you're trying.
Well,
Well,
we've
Shack
only
and
been
Mimic.
playing for like 8 minutes. There's usually
This is
a
why
lot.
Nyasa usually very patient.
Usually
person.
somebody would roll Arcana on the door handle. Someone would roll something
Cast
else.
fireball on the
There'd
door.
be something with rope. So Nyasa, the door opens, and beyond there's just kind of a dark void. It seems. I mean, you're already inside a magical painting, so I think it's fair to say that this is not a real shack inside this painting. But yeah, there's kind of a black inky portal to darkness.
Oh my
There's
god,
an
is this the
exit.
way out?
It could be the way out. It does not say exit or anything like that.
Put one of the owls through.
Yeah. Oh wait, but how can they
Yeah.
talk to you?
I don't know with the you can do the telepathy thing, but I don't know if that.
You could say go through
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
portal
Can I
and
yell
come
through
back
the
through the
portal?
portal.
Can I yell
Yeah.
through the portal?
You could try. You don't know.
Hey, little Antony! Little Antony!
Nah, it doesn't seem like anything's
Nothing happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Good
I
test. Good check.
find the least attractive of the owls.
Oh my god.
You're stack ranking the owls for hotness
Wow.
first. Okay, that takes
Real
a solid 40
Zuckerberg
minutes. Your
move of you
owls
there.
only have 18 more minutes left to
Yep.
live.
40-minute
Look,
owl
I can rank
beauty
owls
pageant
very
later.
quickly.
You pick a real scruffy looking feather duster of an owl who has a great personality, a sense of humor, just a really like a go-to owl. But
I just
But they bombed the
Object-
bikini
behind
portion of
Picks
the
you up from
pageant.
the
into
airport.
this
Yeah.
portal.
objectively the least hot owl that you summoned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I push it into the portal.
I have so many questions.
Okay. You've pushed an owl into the portal.
Wait, you push it? You could just say you have control over them.
The word James used was push.
He did indeed say push.
The owl
yeah. The record
disappears into
shows.
the portal. The door on the shack slams shut.
Oh no, it's a one-time use portal.
Well, then the first person who went through it would have gone through, and then it would have slammed shut. So
Okay, let's reopen the door and see what's there.
I open the door. Is there some strange
It's
owl
a dark,
human hybrid?
dark, inky portal. There is no owl in sight.
How many have I got left?
I think you should
I
tell
am
the
not tracking your
owl.
owls for you. That is, I want to be extremely clear about
I'm pretty
Dungeon
sure
Master
two
responsibilities
died.
and player responsibilities.
I
You're
kind of
right.
want to. I kind of want to be bold and go through. I
I
kind of
did
want to
not
go
get
through.
into this
Do it.
job for owl management
Do it, do
purposes.
it, do it.
I went
do
through
it,
the
do it.
painting in the first place, so
Yeah.
I've been here the
Yeah.
longest. All right, I'm going through.
All right, Paulie,
I'll
you
miss her.
step up and you place your foot goes to into the portal, and I guess everyone has a slightly
Actually,
better
I poke it
view
first.
of
I
this.
want to poke it first.
You
Just-
poke it first. As
Thank
you
you.
poke it, you are pulled into the portal. Everyone perhaps gets a slightly better view of this than with the poor owl. And the door slams shut as Polly is pulled into the portal. This is the part of every adventure. Players don't listen to this. Listeners, this is one of my favorite things to do as a dungeon master, which is where you
Oh
ask
God.
unsettling. I said don't listen. Where you ask unsettling questions to players and jot down the answers. So, can you just remind me what is Polly's armor class?
Oh, 15.
All right, noted. All right, we'll find out what happens to Polly later. The four of you are standing around a shack. There is a lovely banquet table, untouched, and the shack has the door on the shack has snapped shut.
Can the next
He's really
ugliest
gotta stop
owl
touching
please
things.
eat something?
No.
Wait, does
are
that
we-
mean I was the next ugliest owl? If I was through the portal?
Eventually, in the hierarchy of things, each and every one of us is the next ugliest owl, and that's why it's unkind to rank owls.
You see,
I
Tim,
didn't
according to
push
the
you.
owl breed book, your fetlocks are just terrible.
Oh,
Good to know.
Wow. I think if we eat anything from the table, it's likely to trigger some combat encounter, and we should just go through the portal.
you don't know. There's
don't know what-
several different things you could try. They might do different things.
I would like to go through the door, please.
All right.
The more people
I'm
go
gonna
through the
stand
door, the
and-
less people will want to institute a combat encounter on this side of the door.
I like hold your hand, and we step through the portal
Yeah.
together.
All right.
Aw.
Cyril and Nyasa step through the door together. Cyril, can you just remind me, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
All right, not bad. Nyasa, what's your swim speed?
Oh my god.
Interesting. Where would I find that?
I think
It's usually
you would
just half
find
your
it under
walking speed.
speed.
Well, then it's 15.
15. Oh, that's not great. Okay, the door snaps shut. So I believe it is just Lone Walker and Jasper there now.
I'm going in.
All right. Lone Walker,
Okay.
you have to stoop to get it through the door, but you are pulled through a portal. Micah, just I know you're a paladin, so I'm very familiar with which gods you worship. Can you just jot down and send me a list in Roll20 chat of the gods that your character doesn't believe in when you have a chance? Jasper, you're
What
standing
unsettling
alone.
question are you going to ask me, Tony?
Yeah.
As I step through this portal.
All right, Jasper.
Oh, Jasper, you're not just going to
step
sit at
through
the table and eat everything.
Now that they're gone.
Aline, just checking out of curiosity, what's the name of your backup character?
I'll get back to you on that.
Oh, okay. Each of you, each and all of you, kind of arrive in a beautiful kind of sitting room with ornate furniture, but you arrive there in a way that's inconvenient, which is to say, from the ceiling, as if there was a trap door that opened and you all fall, and one after another in the order that you step through the portal, landing in just kind of a piled heap. Trap door in the ceiling of this room kind of just seals shut, and it's like it was never there. And in fact, there's now a beautiful ornate chandelier hanging from the ceiling where that trapdoor was, and a early 30s man who's sitting in a kind of a nice looking armchair looks over at all of you and says, "Oh, well, hello, welcome to my prison, I guess, but you're welcome."
How pixelated is he?
He does not look very pixelated, but you do, I think, you have to be really knocked out of whack to not recognize that this appears to be Errant Quill, the bard you were sent to find. Just to make
Sorry,
it
Tony, do you actually need that list, or was that just a weird bit?
it was just a weird bit.
Okay, good. Because I was starting to compile it, and then I was like, I'm missing the story.
Yep, sorry.
And so,
I was attempting to ask a series of increasingly unsettling, confusing questions.
got it.
So
Can I
just
just
remind-
ask
So-
did the ugly owl make it through?
There is one, it's the most beautiful owl in the room at the moment.
So just to remind everybody what our goal is, we have to stab this guy with this magic dagger. That will
Oh,
free him.
geez,
We've been
really?
promised. Yeah.
Yeah, if this is him,
There is an owl that is flapping around the chandelier, and just say, "Is this little fellow yours? He arrived just minutes ago."
indeed, it is one of ours. More importantly, you use the word prison.
Yes. Apologies. Let me take a step back. My name is Errant Quill. Please call me Quill. And well, unfortunately, I seem to be trapped in this scene or this room. I've been here for a little while now. And I suppose you are trapped here along with me. It's nice as far as prisons go, but a prison nonetheless.
Do you know the name Vargan?
Sorry, what was that?
Do you know the name Vargan, which is the name of the person who this story was written about? Cruel Ethrin Rathmore demands food and lodging, burns down a village, Vargan lives, gets cheek slashed with crystal dagger, all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, that was a name that it was my childhood name.
You wouldn't happen to know an archmage called Aurelia, would you?
I would. She was an associate of mine back in my old line of work. Perchance she has sent you here.
She has indeed. She sent us here to find you and save you.
Well, that is appreciated. I was starting to feel like perhaps the Harpers had given up on me. I've been here, I think it's been perhaps months at this point.
They sent some of their finest associates to locate you.
Well, it is a pleasure to meet you, fine associates. I'm sorry I don't have much to offer you in the way of food and drink.
So you haven't eaten for months?
So it's around the shack?
It's just this one ornate room.
Who has the dagger?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
but it's a one-use dagger, so we need to be
Right.
really sure that this is the right guy. Otherwise,
what?
well,
Lone Walker says,
We have to come back.
when we met with your companion, we were given a question that only you would be able to answer. So the question is, what is your least favorite vegetable?
Good. I will tell you there are some strange happenings in Wisteria Vale. We've had a new arrival sometime recently. I don't know if you've crossed paths with Mr. Renicor.
Answer the question.
Well, sorry. Eggplant, of course.
Yeah. We
Wait, can
weren't
we
given
go
those
back?
question and answer, but I
Can we go
just
back in
wanted
time
to.
and see?
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he would get out of sorts and like freak out because he didn't know the answer. But
well, he did kind of deflect
had an
slightly and
answer.
talk about somebody else.
Yeah.
Can I roll something to see if I think this person is lying?
Yeah, I would roll insight.
That's a 15.
Seems
I'll help.
okay.
I'm good at insight, so
I roll again.
Mhm. Take the higher.
Well, that was a 6. So
He seems like he's being very upfront with you, given that you're just a bunch of weirdos that fell through a hole at his ceiling.
I mean, then he's a weirdo
That's
too
fair.
because he also fell through the hole in the ceiling.
You didn't see
well,
that.
we don't know that.
But he probably did.
How did you arrive here? No, I'm just kidding.
Well, through a hole in the ceiling.
Mystery solved.
Lone Walker just mumbles, "Weirdo."
Can we see anything on the ceiling? Is there like any portal signs up there?
No, there's a beautiful chandelier hanging from where the trapdoor that you all fell through was.
Can I send an owl to sort of like poke at the ceiling a bit?
Just to point out, you only have one owl because somebody left all his owls at
Who
the
are
banquet
probably
We only have
eating
one
all
ugly owl.
Yes.
table.
They're eating the
Unsupervised
food
owls
now,
at
yes.
a party. Those owls are cutting loose. Roll to see how drunk your owls are.
Love it.
Your
for them,
owl
honestly.
does a quick loop of the thing. As far as the owl can tell, this is just an ornate ceiling in a fancy sitting room.
Do you recall why you were placed here?
Well, Renicor, I've been in Wisteria Vale for several weeks, as I was saying, and most of the denizens, or I believe all of the denizens of Wisteria Vale are, well, simulations intended to keep me entertained and amused while I waited for the Harpers to develop their cure to my unfortunate predicament. Renicor arrived recently, and the only arrival there has ever been in Wisteria Vale. I'm not, aside from yourselves, I'm not entirely sure how he got here, and I've been doing some reading up on his the nature of his being. And well, at first, we got along. He stayed with me in the manor house, and I guess I asked a few too many questions, and he placed me here.
The other thing that was there was talk of a creature with, shall we say, many eyes.
That would be Renicor.
Right. Okay, that explains a lot.
B for beholder.
And you mention a cure that was worked on. Did you have any insight about how the nature of that cure might come about?
I
are
know
you
nothing of it. I
expecting
assume
a potion.
I expect you all are come with that knowledge.
There was talk that you, shall we say, had been corrupted by an artifact of some kind.
That's what they tell me.
And you have no memory of anything like this?
Oh no, I recall it well. I try not to dwell upon it, but yes, my allies believe that eventually my soul will be forfeit and I will become a creature of pure evil. But they said it would take a while, and so hence they've placed me in this simulation for my protection.
Stab
to remind
him.
you,
Stab
know.
him.
You all know that was 3 years ago. He thinks it's been a few months.
Interesting. Wait, does that mean that we're going to get out and it's going to be a longer time? since
Yes,
we've been in
any
here?
question we ask him takes like 2 weeks for him to answer out in the outside world. Stab him.
Okay, I will I will tell him.
I'm making little stabbing gestures behind me.
Whenever he's listening that way, you're like,
So in order to administer this cure, I need you to turn around and face away from us.
Wow, you're gonna
And drop your
yell at him.
pants.
Right as we're having this
roll
conversation,
persuasion. Roll a very hard persuasion check.
I have plus 11 on persuasion.
You just met this guy.
I am. Look,
You are not a doctor.
I do have an owl. I rolled
One
a
owl left.
27.
wow.
Interesting.
That's
And
persuasive.
he turns to look at, this is a very richly decorated sitting room as aforementioned. And so he takes this moment to study a painting on the wall.
I did roll 16 Arcana just to kind of get his general vibe as he's turned around, I guess.
You know that this appears to be Aaron Quill, a bard, an adventurer of some renown, and that this does not appear to be any kind of simulation, projection, mirror
All right.
image, mimic in
I
bard
think-
form or anything like this. This is the most
Lone
real
Walker-
thing you have seen in all of your time in Wisteria Vale.
Lone Walker
Okay.
gives a nod then about
All
the
right.
situation.
I say you may feel a slight stinging, and then I pull out the knife and I stab him in the back.
All right, roll an attack on Aaron Quill.
Wow. I mean, he's not moving.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Roll an attack with advantage on Aaron Quill.
Okay.
He's turned around in that movie.
That is a natural 20.
That is chef's kiss.
You stab him in the neck with your magic dagger.
Back.
As you do, he like blips in and out of existence and like is all pixelated at first and then comes back and like he just like kind of like what was that?
Well,
You're cured.
apparently
leave.
this should
Fixed it.
have cured you.
The dagger is intact and it basically has not been used, James, as far as the one-time use
Ooh.
thing goes.
Well, is he still facing away from
Him
me?
again.
No, he is turned around at this point.
Okay. I show him the magical artifact that we have been given.
Whoa,
to-
you were gonna stab me?
Well, to be fair, I did stab you, and nothing happened.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm invulnerable while I'm in Wisteria Vale.
Oh, good.
Well, nobody mentioned that part. Or if they did, I wasn't listening.
I don't recall it either, but that doesn't say a lot. So
I don't think that was specified.
If you remember the flashback where James got the mission, he asked no follow-up
No
questions.
questions. No questions.
Just
I mean,
dagger,
I
got
take
it.
a
Let's
lot
go.
of things
Follow-up
on
questions.
trust.
There was an important lesson learned about adventure hooks and letting James be on his own. But just so we're clear, like, yes, I'm throwing James under the wagon here, under the bus. But frequently, when I give you guys adventure briefings, you ask no questions, or allow me to specify, no relevant questions.
I think asking, is he invulnerable while in a book?
could
It's not
ask
going to be the
him-
first.
yeah.
You could ask some
Book or
leading
painting.
open-ended questions.
All right.
Well,
so
From now
okay.
on, we're always asking that.
are you
Tony.
Are you invulnerable?
yeah, exactly.
Excuse me. Are you invulnerable just inside the painting or inside the book itself? Like, do we need to
I
get you
believe
out of the?
inside the book itself, it's basically one of the protective natures of the simulation, so that I don't, fall out of a tree and die inside a simulation of a book that's intended to protect me until they can be uncursed.
So Aurelia sent us in here with this dagger, and she said that if I stabbed you with the dagger, it would cure you.
Well, I could suppress the invulnerability if I really wanted to.
I was just going to ask if willingness
So
played into it.
So then turn back around, because it's really odd that you're turned away from us and just have your head facing toward us, and it just seems bad for
we
your
say,
neck.
look, can I try and persuade this person that this is for their own good?
Look,
James said, "I have
You
such a
haven't
high
been
persuasion."
the most forward with me. I appreciate that you are here, and honestly, this room is a little, it was spacious when it was just one prisoner, but now that there's 6 of us and one, not the most attractive owls I've ever met. Sorry.
No,
I'll
you're
know as
right.
I see
You're
it. It's not even a vicious mockery. It's a little Bard humor for you. Perhaps we could unite and deal with Renacor and then talk about next steps.
Great. Let's go beat up this beholder. That sounds fun. Where is it?
Well, outside of our prison, I believe. He's no doubt made himself at home in my manor.
Could you please clarify what is the point of defeat? Why? Why do we need to interact with this beholder at all? Have you fallen in love with one of these pixelated characters? Or
No, but I
Good
believe
question.
that when you are successful in curing me, we will all leave this simulation along with Mr. Renacor. And I don't know where the book is right now, but it seems unkind to unleash a powerful beholder into that space.
I mean, it's mostly students. They'll be fine.
Oh, dear.
They left the room by the time we came into the book, actually.
That was hours ago. Possibly years at this point. We don't know.
Well, we seem to have somewhat of a catch-22 situation here in that we cannot get out of this prison unless we stab you, and you will not allow us to stab you until we get out of this prison.
Well, we've been here for minutes. I assure you I've been here for days. I'm sure we can work something out. You all seem right? Quick to stab.
That one.
one of them is quick to stab.
quick
Okay,
enough.
well, I tuck the dagger back into my
Special dagger sheath.
Sheepishly.
one of the currently empty.
Don't get that mixed up with your other daggers.
All the other daggers are imaginary mental daggers, so it's fine.
Okay.
I'm also confused. So somehow we're going to. This is table talk because obviously I'm not doing the voice. He's not able to leave this place, but yet we're going to leave this place to go fight the beholder. Did I miss something?
That's what he's
again?
asking.
That sounds right. I think our goal now is to figure out a way out of this room
Okay,
that has no
gotcha.
windows and no doors.
I will say
Goodness.
he has none of his equipment with him either, whereas, you all do. So,
I think Lone Walker just starts tearing at the paneling on the floor,
okay.
like just trying
Yeah,
to see if we can
Is
kind
that
of
how
break
Lone
the
Walker
simulation.
handles
Basically,
escape rooms? Is just
Yeah, exactly.
violence.
Did you try
I
going
would
through
not-
this?
Allow me to submit my list of total party kill characters that I would not do an escape room with.
All of us.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah.
Are there any paintings on the wall?
There are a bunch of paintings on the wall. This is an ornate sitting room.
Good call.
Are any of the paintings like of fiery pits of hell or some other place that one might not want to go to?
No, this is a classy sitting room, not like a weird goth, like hell nightclub sitting room.
Glances
mean
at my
my
living
house?
room. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I have a spell called Pass Wall that seems to open a passageway out of things.
Mm.
Well, there's these paintings here. Painting got
Okay.
us in. Maybe a painting could get us out.
What are the paintings of?
Yeah, you survey the paintings. A bunch of the paintings are just kind of portraits of old-timey people. There's a couple kind of generic looking at landscapes. There is one painting that looks like it's probably like the skyline of Baldur's Gate. And then there's one painting that's strange because it's just kind of like blurry. Like it's just like kind of just like a gray kind of fuzzy blur on it.
I nod to the owl. It knows what's going to happen.
Yep. Let's go. I'll go.
Its name now is
I don't know how. I mean, we're gonna lose all our owl listeners. And
It's
I don't
no
like,
longer Donny. It's now
just the
Uggo.
ugly owl.
I'll go.
You
The
don't,
ugly
you don't think
owl.
any of the hot owls are gonna stop listing in solidarity?
No, they're
The
definitely
hot
not.
owls
They're too
are
hot
all
to care.
having a picnic outside.
Nobody
Oh, I
hates
love
hot.
that.
Nobody hates ugly owls like hot owls.
True.
Jeez.
I nod to the owl and send it over to touch the painting with its.
Okay, the
Which one's
owl,
it touching?
The hottest owl
blurry
in the
one, the
room
The blurry one.
goes over and attempts to interact with the kind of blurry painting. The owl turns to look at you, which I imagine it only has to turn its head, like it just rotates its head 180 degrees,
yeah, it does.
and gives you like a real like look, and it holds up its little talon, and there's like gray slime dripping off of its talon.
Ooh.
The owl
It's like
looks,
an ooze. Maybe it's an ooze.
the owl looks
We don't know.
unhappy with this situation.
What would I need to check to see what the ooze is?
I would say some kind of arcana.
While that's being rolled, Tony, we never did. You never told me what happened when I pulled up the flooring. I wasn't doing a bit. That was real.
You pull up the flooring, and there is more flooring.
What? Okay.
I got a 20, dirty 20.
All right.
On an
You
arcana
inspect this
check.
painting. First off, this painting is clearly magical, even more so perhaps than the room itself that you're in. And you suspect that this painting is basically like a view into the painting that this, you know, the scene that this that you're living in. If you remember, there was a similar kind of portal in the forest scene until someone stabbed something. But that someone perhaps has put slime on the painting in the real world, or I guess not. Aaron Quill takes this moment and say, "Have you all ever seen this play called Inception?"
Yes.
It would be very helpful if you're familiar with it. If you aren't,
The special effects in that play were amazing.
does anyone need me to reenact the play? I would have to play all the roles, but
Yes,
I
please.
have it in
get
me.
real settled in one of these
All right.
couches.
Is there
Alrighty.
popcorn?
Again, this
About-
is taking years of our lives.
Yeah, about 2 hours later, you now get the idea that you are trapped in a simulation inside a simulation inside Candlekeep Library.
I like when I
Unfortunately,
just
halfway
shouted
through that
"Guam"
story,
a lot.
our owl disappeared.
Yeah. Jasper, you think that specifically, because you rolled a maths 20, you think that a kind of malignant magical being has put slime on the painting in the one level up in reality, and I feel like you could probably conclude that it was Renacor.
Do I think we could break through?
You think that it would
we would just be
require-
covered in slime?
You
I can
need-
recommend not attacking paintings just based on.
I think
I would like
basically
to-
you would need a magic weapon on this side of the painting to get through.
What if I
Which-
cast
Okay,
we have a magic
Prestidigitation,
weapon.
which can clean or soil an object no larger than 1 cubic foot?
Can't do it from this side.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, darn.
Thank you.
Might I still have a mental link with little Antony on the other side?
You do not have a connection to Little Annie.
I mean, if
when
this
we're
is-
trapped
It's
inside
been
realms-
unusually quiet from
Yeah.
munching noises in my head. So.
If this is the view in, then the way the previous paintings worked was it's a one-way trip. I think maybe.
Someone really stabbed a painting before that could be learned. I'm not saying who, or how, or when, but
At some
it was
point, we have to
James.
learn how to forgive.
Yes.
I forgive.
I don't
forget.
have a
Thank
magic
you.
weapon. Does anyone else have a magic weapon?
I am made of
I
magic
don't.
weapons.
Yeah, that's my problem. Like I can cast spells that will do things like weapons do, but I don't have like a magical squeegee or something.
I have. I can create magical daggers, which I
I
think
can
by.
turn non-magical weapons into magical weapons.
Oh, perfect.
I mean,
I have a vicious mace.
Great.
Oh,
You turn that
so
mace into
neat.
magic, and then you do whatever the DM said you're supposed to do with it.
It says properties sap. I don't know what that means.
Sap?
Sap.
It's called what?
It's just really sappy. It's like the sappiest weapon.
What's the mace called?
Vicious mace.
Vicious mace.
It's a legacy.
Oh, is it
weapon.
maybe viscous mace?
Oh my god! It is.
That would make it sappy. Now I've got to look this up. Oh no, I think there's viscous hammer, but it's vicious
No.
There
mace.
is
So
just a
you were
vicious
right.
mace. It
Chris.
just does
Sap.
extra
If you hit a
damage.
creature with this weapon, that creature has disadvantage on its next attack roll before the start of your next turn.
I think that's the new rules, possibly.
yeah, it sounds like
Yeah.
the 2024 stuff.
It does.
Yeah.
say
I don't know.
magic
This is a
weapon.
legacy rule.
It says attack
No,
with
this
this
is-
magic weapon.
Okay.
This was
from
2014.
Do we need to
It-
have?
yeah.
Is that what we're asking for? Is who has
You
magic?
clearly
weapons?
have some magic weapons. Aaron Quill, ever the voice of wisdom and just, good naturedness, says, how's everyone doing vis-a-vis their health before we break free, by the way?
I am not doing well.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't resting because we had some owls to look after, but they're all gone.
Well, we should have talked about that before we spent 2 hours doing Inception.
Wow.
Allow me.
I guess
Did
I
we
get that out of my
sleep
No,
head.
while we were listening
you were
to this?
fully engaged the whole time.
But does it count as a short rest?
It does not, because you were so focused on the story.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Oh,
we
no.
weren't.
I'm gonna suggest that you take a short rest.
Yes.
And Aaron Quill is a bard, and though he is without musical instrument, he is always equipped with the sound of his voice, and he will just sing you a little song. 5 adventurers, bold and keen, found themselves in a painted scene, trapped by magic in hues so bright. They quested for freedom day and night. Let's get out of here before then. With sword and spell and hearts afire, they challenged fate and would not tire. In every stroke a secret lay. Escape the art and find the way. Each of you gains 1d12 hit points. You can roll your own d12. And you can, if you need to spend any other hit dice or things that you would do on a short rest, that seems tactically like a thing you should do.
I'm gonna do that because I've got tons of them apparently.
Oh, hey, Aaron. If you're thirsty, I do have a decanter of endless water. Like you talked a
that
lot
would be
during that
lovely.
movie. I mean, play.
Yeah. Look.
Wonder what would happen if I just turned this upside down right here in this
You will
room.
drown.
Interesting.
Short rests don't gain back spell slots, do they?
Not
It
unless you have
depends.
a
Sometimes
thing,
you have like a feature or something that'll do that, but
But
yeah.
not by default, no.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah, maybe I do. I'm a wizard.
Wizards sometimes, I think they have, is it Arcane Recovery?
Oh,
And
yeah.
druids have some stuff.
I have
My
like
level
11
of
hit die,
6.
but
Yes.
Yeah, most of my stuff I get back on a long rest.
We'll gain back a 1st level spell slot and a 4th level spell slot.
I get my wild
Nice.
shape back, but I don't get anything else.
Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So you've healed, you benefited from a Song of Rest. Now, what will you do?
Somebody was gonna hit a painting with a mace, I think.
That sounds right.
Lock that
Oh, yeah,
sludge
You
let's
got your
do this.
magical
I
mace
mean, why
that's
don't
not
you-
viscous, but is
It's not
vicious.
viscous. I read it right,
Vicious.
thank you, but
You
I
did
didn't.
read it correctly.
I don't put it past myself to misread words.
I'll just say to Aaron, any reasons that you know of why we shouldn't hit this painting with a mace?
I can't think of any, dear friend.
Why were you put inside this prison? You're already stuck inside a book.
Well, as I mentioned, I believe Renacor grew suspicious of me. I did spend some time researching beholders, and he did not take kindly to that.
Just before we do go out, any top tips on beholders that you want to share with us?
They are awful. They have the ability to warp reality around them and to suppress magical attacks.
Oh, we love
Also,
that.
many eyes.
And did you have a plan? Just out of curiosity.
I'll do whatever I can to support you, friends. Thank you for putting your lives on the line for me.
It's giving canned response.
No, I assure you, Lone Walker, my words are individualized for you and you alone, and also your friends.
So the thing about warping reality, that's a very interesting statement given where we currently are.
Indeed.
I warp reality every day.
Well, let's hit the painting.
Reality
right.
is not as fixed as you guys think.
Yeah. Paulie, you wind up and hit the painting with your vicious mace. There's so many sounds in a row. There's the sound of a mace hitting wet slime. There's the sound of breaking glass. There's the sound of reality ripping and falling asunder. And all of you are suddenly falling out of a painting into a party because you are back in the manor and you find yourself on the stage in the ballroom of the manor house. Clearly a significant amount of time has passed for the manor that was relatively empty and quiet before is now full of villagers engaging in a party hosted by a beholder. That beholder, Renacor.
Little Anthony's at the party, just
Little Anthony
living it
is
up.
also
Like,
at the party.
he's just
He is
partying
like
hard.
holding a meatball sub the side of his head, and he looks very guilty when he sees all of you. Standing next to the beholder is clearly kind of a facsimile of Errant Quill, but notably, the slightly lower pixel count than the real thing. And Errant Quill looks at him and says, "Imposter!" And Renacor snarls and whirls around.
Chill.
There's
All
something
of
I
his
would like to do.
eye-stalks flailing and looking angrily in your direction.
Before it starts looking angrily in our direction, there was something I wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
Cast Disintegrate,
On who?
Renacor.
You will get to roll initiative and see if that happens.
All right.
Okay.
Guess what? My initiative's bad.
Well,
Such is life.
Yep.
I think we are ready to set up this battle. The order of action will be Renacor gets a lair action, then Lone Walker, then Nyasa, Cyril, Polly, Jasper, Errant Quill, and Renacor at the end with 3, which does not bode well. Over by the door, there are 2 animated armors also.
Where's little Anthony?
Yeah, he
Little
goes on your
Anthony?
turn, doesn't he?
He
doesn't have his
like
own
picking
turn.
out. He's
Yeah.
I feel he
he's
did have a...
partying.
I think Little Anthony, because Little Anthony does not level up, his combat proficiency is a diminishing return, basically. Sorry, Little Anthony.
No, it's okay. He rather stay out of the action anyway.
Yeah. All right.
He's
fair
along for
enough.
the snacks.
Yep.
Did you say something earlier about magical attacks and this beholder?
Mhm. Neutralizes magic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
Yeah. So top of the order, Renacor gets a lair action. Renacor, of the things he can do as a lair action, Renacor is going to warp reality a little bit. Basically, all of the walls in this ballroom where you're confronting Renacor, there's also at least 2 dozen or so simulated commoners who are freaking out. The walls kind of twist and warp a little bit, and a large eye just kind of appears, bulges into existence on one of the walls. It's going to target Jasper with a charm ray. A bolt of kind of pink glowy energy zaps out in your direction. Jasper, give me a DC 16 wisdom save, or you have been charmed to join Renacor's team.
Remember that you have a +3 bonus to all saving throws because you're within 10 feet of me.
Okay, 13 then. That's a fail.
You are charmed. You do not think of Renacor as an opponent. You don't feel great about those animated armors by the door. But Renacor, I don't know. I think people have rushed to judgment on Renacor as far as Jasper is concerned. How long does this last? You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turn, or 1 hour. So
Okay.
Like an owl.
that was Renacor's lair action. Lone Walker, you are next.
Gray mist surrounds Lone Walker, and he
inside
disappears from where he is and reappears behind
That's very helpful.
Renacor.
I will tell you,
And-
Renacor obviously does have a front and back because he's got one big eye and a mouth on one side, but he does have eye stalks pointing in kind of every direction. So
And then I will, or rather, Lone Walker will go ahead and hit with the Warhammer. Does a 24 hit a beholder?
a 24 will hit a beholder.
Nice.
We love to hear it. That's going to be just 7. No, wait, yeah, 8 bludgeoning damage. And then one more. Does a 20 hit a beholder?
20 hits a beholder.
And that is 14 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Thwack.
Or 14
thwack.
damage.
Each hit of your Warhammer, it's like you're like just hitting a giant basketball full of water. It just makes like a horrible kind of sloshing, blooping noise. All right, Lone Walker, is that your turn?
That is going to do it for me.
All right. The animated armor are next. I think they're going to like rush the stage. One of them climbs up and attacks Jasper. One of them climbs up and attacks Paulie. What do? They do slam attacks. So 2 slam attacks on Jasper, 2 slam attacks on Paulie. That is a not good rolls. 12 and a 9 versus Jasper, a 6 and a 10 versus Paulie.
Nope.
I'm assuming none of those
Nope.
hit.
Mm-mm.
All right, they're just like swinging their metal gauntlets, kind of, it is causing chaos. The commoners are panicking, but no damage is being done. I will tell you, at the end of the animated armor's turn, beholders are bad news people. They have lair actions. They also have legendary actions where they can just take turns when it's not their turn. And The Renacor is going to do one of those now. I think he is going to one of his eye stalks swivels in the direction of Lone Walker because Lone Walker is a threat and fires a random eye attack. This is going to be a Enervation Ray. Oh, that sounds nice. It's not. Enervation, make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw.
Well, I did have like a little pain in my neck, so I could understand. Constitution saving throw. That is 18.
All right. You're still going to take half damage, which is a lot. So a ray of kind of just like black, spooky darkness shoots out of one of the eye stalks. You would have taken 36 necrotic damage. Instead, you will take half of 36, which is still a significant amount.
Is a ray magic?
These are magic, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take half of that.
Okay, yeah. Yes, all of his eye attacks are a magical attack.
Beautiful. And if you are, by the way, in 10 feet of me, which I understand is difficult for some of you because you're more distance people, you will also have resistance to damage from spells. So if you're more physical fighters, you might want to be by me. So wait, it was brought down to 36 and then we're going to have it again because of my resistance. Is that correct?
It started at 36.
No. It's 36 halved is 18, and then I guess
18.
you have further resistance. So I think you get that down to 9. That's pretty
9.
good.
Cool.
Pretty good.
Yeah, that is
Walker. Considering
We
that
love
just necrotic
to see
energy
it.
was just fired into your neck.
Beautiful.
All right, Nyasa, you are standing on the stage next to your friends. There's a commoner playing the piccolo behind you.
Can I allow Cyril to go first since we have the same?
Sure. Cyril, you're standing on a stage. Nyasa is standing next to you. Standing next to Nyasa is a commoner playing the piccolo.
Is there an
Weird,
eye
where have I
pointed
heard this
directly at me right now?
I would say there are lots of eye stalks, but the central eye has not focused on you yet. No.
Right. I will cast Disintegrate on the
Okay.
beholder. That is a dexterity save. Your target is 18.
All right. Renacor rolls a 9.
Well, then I'll just hold on to my portent for some other time.
All
You're
right.
going to
what
take
happened?
10d6 plus 40.
Plus 40?
Yeah, that's 74 points
I
of
love
damage.
it.
Is this just a thing,
Yes.
Turtles, that you can do at this level?
It's a level 6 spell,
Okay. And so it's a
and I
big deal.
cast it.
And this is your big gun.
Yes.
So how much damage was that?
74.
All right. 74.
74.
74. Renacor is bloodied.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh.
And
Cyril, can you come with us all the time?
Nyasa.
So, just to be clear, a resistant or magical things don't work.
Cyril just did a magical thing.
Okay.
Cast Disintegrate. You said it was cool.
Renacor has the ability to interrupt magical things. Renacor hasn't gotten to go yet.
Okay.
Eventually,
Well-
it's going to look at us with a big anti-magic
Yes.
ray, and then
Yeah.
we'll have to take 2 steps out of its way and then mess it
Well,
up.
All right. I'm just checking that I can fling psychic blades at
you
this.
can currently fling psychic blades.
Right. And Lone Walker helpfully standing right next to it. So
Mhm.
let's see. I do not fling the magical dagger. I fling another magical dagger. Does a 26 hit a beholder?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. So I do 1d6 plus 4 plus an additional 66. So that's a 9 plus 43.
Wow.
Wow. Love it.
I just want to be
And-
clear. Renacor has taken a lot of damage. You have done over 100 damage to him,
Oh my
and
God.
he has not gotten his real turn yet.
And I throw one more because I can do that.
But that one's not a surprise or anything.
It's not going to
No,
sneak
this one-
attack.
this
It's going
one
to
is
do
just-
almost nothing.
Yeah.
This is just adding insult.
But it
to
might
injury.
hit one of his little eyes. That I will be really like annoyed.
Yeah. This is gonna do like almost nothing if I can hit. And I rolled a 2, so it does nothing at all.
Okay. Sensing that things are not going the way he would like, Renacor is going to take another legendary action at the end of Nyas's turn. Renacor is going to fire a ray attack at Cyril because Cyril attempted to disintegrate Renacor, and Renacor takes that personally. I have targeting you with a sleep ray, Cyril. Give me a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw.
That's a 17.
You have just like a moment of drowsiness, and you give like a nice little like turtle yawn. Can we hear a turtle yawn?
Yeah. Their mouths get really wide when that
Yeah,
happens.
but then you're fine. So that could have been a big deal, but it wasn't.
Nice try, chump.
Paulie, you're on the stage, and animated armor is trying to punch your face in.
Okay, I guess I have to probably take care of this animated armor next to me, because if I move, then they get an opportunity attack, right?
They do.
Okay, so I'm just going to use my vicious mace against the armor
All right.
next to me.
Now these are hard to hit because they are all armor.
It was 11. So
It clangs off of its greaves or something.
bummer. Okay, I think that's all I can do besides
All
make
right.
some magic stones.
Gotcha.
Why not? I'll make some magic stones. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
magic stones.
Hey!
Magic stones for the table.
All right, yeah, I got some 3 pebbles. I got 3 pebbles.
Jasper, you were also up on the stage. There is an angry animated armor trying to punch you.
Okay. I'm going to. This made it really easy because I didn't. Yeah.
You think
I know who to
Renacor is
attack now.
great, but this
Yep.
this animated armor, not so great.
Yep. So I'm actually going to attack the one in front of Polly, the one that's standing next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 18 for my short sword attack.
18 is the armor class of an animated armor.
Love it. 5 damage.
All right, you
what did I roll?
Dent the head.
1. I rolled a 1.
That's
dang
not
it.
your best work.
Yeah. All right. So then I'm gonna punch it.
You punch it really good.
Wow, with a 21.
21 and 7
All right.
damage, and then
And then
I'm gonna use key point, and I'm gonna punch it 2 more times.
Yeah, you are. And you're going to hit both times. Oh.
No, 16
24.
and 24.
24.
You're going to
will
hit
hit.
one time.
So that is yes, 11 more
Ooh.
damage.
I imagine you like hit the head and the head like spins. This is
Love
now
it.
a bloodied animated armor.
What's that look like?
And that's
I
it.
think it's all like tarnished and the parts are all kind of like
Mm.
poorly velcroed together and not animating correctly anymore.
Nice.
Bound to happen.
Yep.
I love that there's Velcro in this world.
Yeah.
And it's not hook and loop fasteners, it's full on
Well,
Velcro.
our
Yeah.
5 adventurers have all gone this round, but they are not alone. For toward the end of the initiative order, Aaron Quill, agent of the Harpers, cursed adventurer trapped here in Wisteria Vale and trapped further within a painting that he is now burst free of, gets to go as played by Monty Ashley.
Well, I'm going to hurl a string of insults laced with enchantments at this beholder. Just really bringing out everything that ever went wrong in their relationship. Like there was that time you went out and you didn't ask me if I wanted to go, and I didn't want to go, but I wanted you to ask me if I wanted to go. So DC 17 Wisdom saving throw, please.
DC 17 Wisdom saving throw from Renacor. Renacor has rolled a 23 wisdom
No, it rolled a
saving
1.
Wow.
It rolled a
As
1.
was, as was
Yeah.
foretold.
Such a good ability.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's such, how often do you get to do that?
At the beginning of the day, I roll 2 dice.
Wow.
Until the next long rest, I can swap those in once each. This
That's-
the time I rolled a 1 and a 2.
It's very powerful, but but I like it because it's just because you could use it for such ridiculous like of fate, you know.
Yeah,
It's like
like
nope, that's not what happens. Something else.
Hey, Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to ask if I get to try to save for my.
Oh yes, make
Charmed.
you get to. It's the same save again. So DC 16 charm ray to see if you're still charmed by Renacor.
And it was wisdom, right?
Yes, wisdom save. Sorry.
Okay. Saved.
All right,
Nice.
you no longer find Renacor charming, and you never will again, having saved again.
Yes.
And now
All
it
right.
takes 66 psychic damage.
Oh,
Wow.
Renacor is
a
in
powerful bard.
bad shape.
It's still
he's-
up. Well, I guess I'm gonna attack it with the
but he's
dagger
like
then.
he's blinking super fast.
I'm going to make 2 attacks with my dagger as well. I've got a dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I've only got 1 dagger.
Okay, you leap off of the stage, pushed through the crowd, toppling canapes. I guess the simulation of Errant Quill is right there, who has done nothing this whole fight, and you rush up to Renacor.
All right, first attack, 11 to hit.
11 does not hit a beholder.
Second and final attack. Well, that's a 13.
13 does not hit a beholder. Renacor is
do not kill him. No.
next, and Renacor is fighting like his life depends upon it. The first thing he does is his big central eye kind of opens wide and focuses and lets out a giant, basically a cone of anti-magic. So a field in a 150-foot cone, which is basically the entire side of the room that you all are on, is basically under the effect of his anti-magic field, which means that you cannot cast magic spells, or basically they would have no effect as you do it. I imagine you would basically see basically kind of the life and spark drain out of all of your magical items, including his own animated armor is just dropped to the ground like sad puppets. But you are all, somewhat inconvenienced in that way. One eye central eye looks that way. All of the other eye stalks turn and look at Lone Walker because you are not in that anti-magic field and you are right there with him, and so he is going to fire several eye ray attacks upon you, Lone Walker. Let's find out what those are together.
A lot. If
This
he
is
gets
his
to
turn, so
cast
he gets to do
magic
some
and
stuff. You're gonna get. Let's do this one first. Charm attack, DC 16, Wisdom save against Renacor.
All right, definitely save. That's 19. Or actually, that's 20.
All right, you are not persuaded by Renacor's charms. Next ray attack is a telekinetic ray, DC 16 strength save.
Okay, definitely save on that.
Okay, you feel Renacor try to lift you up, and you hold fast. He was definitely going to fling you across the room, basically as a weapon.
I am a Goliath. I am very difficult to lift.
Okay, and Renacor's third and final ray attack against Lone Walker is going to be a disintegration ray, DC 16 dex saving throw.
You want to save against this one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof. No, that was a 7.
A beam, it looks like a laser, shoots out of one of its eyes. Your entire body glows red. It's possible some of your friends up on the stage can see your skeleton. You take 45 force damage.
All right. So 45 divided by 2 is
23.
23. Yes, thank you. 23 damage.
All right. And that is all Renacor can do.
Oh. I also am going to do my Stone's Endurance. Of course I get that low, stupid roll. So that reduces damage dealt to me, but I got on a D12, I rolled a 1, so I got 3, so I'll just add 3 back.
I don't think that this is going to be much of a fight for Renacor. His lair action is next. The ballroom kind of twists and warps in reality. You see strange tendrils and arms like reaching out of the walls, grasping in your directions. Cyril, I think you're the only one that happens to be particularly close to a wall. Give me a quick DC 15 dexterity saving throw. Oh, you are
sure.
a turtle.
No problem.
Yeah.
5.
Okay, arms
Oh wait, saving throw.
grab
5.
Cyril and pull him toward the wall, and he's restrained by these weird magical appendages that are sprouting out of the wall that are extensions of Renacar's will. Lone Walker, you are next.
Yes. First, I'm going to... All right, I'm just going to attack. And that is 13 damage from Lone Walker's Warhammer.
You bring your Warhammer down on his huge, spongy beach ball shaped forehead, and he just, like a wet, squishing noise. And, you know, the beholder was levitating there this whole time, and whatever magical force was holding him in the air suddenly stops as he just collapses to the ground in a heap of fleshy eye stalks and teeth. The anti-magical field that was negating everybody has ceased, as Renacor himself has also ceased.
And those wall tentacles?
And the wall tentacles kind of snap back into the facsimile of reality that was the ballroom before.
What about the suits of armor?
The suits of armor look inert.
All right, good job,
Any other
everybody.
questions?
The
what
fake
about
errant quill.
apparition? Yeah.
And the fake errant quill, you look over to where he was. He's just not there anymore.
Yep.
All right, good job, everybody. That was fun.
All of the NPC commoners around the room clap in unison. It's haunting.
Oh, it's so loud because it's all at once. Som.
And
Travelers.
Errant Quill
You're
says,
blinking in unison too. It's
very impressive. I can see why the Harpers chose you.
I mean, technically, I chose them. The Harpers chose me, but don't want to bring it up.
Yeah.
That was such a jerk.
Oh,
I play it so well.
Yeah.
All right, so how do we get out of the book?
I turn to Aaron Quill and pull out a dagger and kind of make a, shall we?
Ready?
I think he kind of undoes the thing at the top of his shirt and holds it open and kind of does a dramatic bow to you and says, "Whenever you're ready, friends, it has been my honor."
I'm going to do a performance check here to try and stab in a suitably theatrical manner.
You do a split while you do it?
Sure. That's a 21.
Oh, okay, there's
nice.
there's some, juggling of the magic dagger, the precious glass, one of a kind magic dagger, back and forth from hand to hand. You spin it a little bit on your fingertips, and then plunge it into Errant Quill's waiting heart. As the blade pierces him, you can see there is just hints of darkness inside him that are leached up into the glass dagger that then explodes in your hands, Nyasa. And before you can worry about what's going to happen to your hand, you're all suddenly snapped back into reality. You're standing around in a reading room of Candlekeep. It's dark. It's after hours. There's no one else here. No one's supposed to be in the reading rooms. It's probably the middle of the night. And Errant Quill is there too. And he looks at you all and says, "And where might we be?"
Oh, we're in the most magical place in the world, the Candlekeep Library. There are so many books here.
A library.
You could spend 100 years here.
Well,
I did.
Beggars can't be choosers. I am ever grateful for you for freeing me. I'll make sure that the Harpers deliver on whatever payment was promised. And if you ever need a friend, just let me know, and I will. I owe you a great debt. I would gladly repay.
We are glad you have successfully made it back and that you are free of the evil that corrupted you.
Hope
Thank
you're not
you
evil.
thank you for your contribution to the battle we fought.
It is always fun to live a story well told. Take care, adventurers, and he disappears into the night. Several days later, your friend from the Harpers, the powerful magic user who developed the cure for reversing Quill's situation, meets with you, Nyasa, and delivers the rest of the payment. Assuming it is equally split, each of you has 1,000 gold pieces to work with, and has made it a powerful ally in Errant Quill in case you ever need to call upon his help. And you have built a relationship with the Harpers, a secret society that is known for doing good works up and down the Sword Coast. And with that, we have concluded yet another mystery from Candlekeep Mysteries, The Curious Tale of Wisteria Vale.
The Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members